The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Media Mash,
A roundtable of Cowboys insiders
dropping wisdom
and offering sizzling takes
on the current state of your Dallas Cowboys.
Now, your host,
Newy Scruggs.
Hump Day Media Mash in the house with all the regulars that you know and love. Jacques Taylor. His Ohio State Buckeyes are in the college football playoff, baby. We got Joe Hoyt, his Oregon Ducks, Big Ten champions in the college football playoff, and Clarence Hill, University of Texas's own, in the college football playoff. I'm UNC Pembroke's Newy Scruggs.
TCU's own.
Rooting for everyone to win.
But you're a Carolina guy. You're a Carolina guy. You're a Chapel Hill guy too. It's part of the program.
Yeah, you know, he and brother got different teams for different sports.
So how do you feel?
Me and Machota.
You and Machota.
How do you feel about Bill Belichick going to North Carolina? Bill Belichick.
This is great that Lawrence Taylor's going to be able to come back and
show them kids how to party.
Join Bill on sorority row and get the kids all out to the
Bill ain't on sorority row.
Keenan. Hey man, you got to get
sorority
the kids.
Row goes to him, man.
Man, have you seen the stands lately? I mean, they need to get the kids back
Yeah,
to the
they
stadium.
left after that
Are the
James
kids
Madison
gonna come
game.
for Bill?
Kids are coming for the winning.
Kids today in college football are no different than NFL free agents. They go where that check is. So they break the bank, he'll get some players.
How did he win without Tom Brady?
Here's what's interesting about that. I mean, yes, I understand what you're saying.
It's bigger than Brady.
But the man went with Brady and won 6 of them.
No doubt.
How many did they win in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning and a
No
Hall of Fame
doubt.
coach? I mean, it's.
No, I said the same thing about Mac Brown. Mac Brown's a great coach, but he didn't win until Vince Young showed up. That don't mean he wasn't a great coach. But I'm just saying that sometimes great players put you over the top.
It's the marriage of great players
Right.
and great coaches. Because there have been great players who ain't won nothing because their coaches.
Because at
was
some point
nothing.
you think it's about you, and it's not about that great player, it's about your system and the Patriot way. And it really wasn't about the Patriot way. It was about Tom Brady. And you're gonna try to bring the Patriot way to North Carolina.
We ain't giving Belichick no credit.
Well, he gets credit.
What's he get credit for?
He built the defense. Certainly they're prepared. But I'm just saying to take him over the top because Bill Belichick ain't going there to just.
Okay. Let me I'm asking.
And really, it's not even about Belichick. Let's bring it full circle. Let's localize it.
It's about the Cowboys not getting Belichick?
Yes. Because that was the thought process in people's mind. Because every time Jerry talks about Bill Belichick, he talks glowingly. Friend. He would love to work with him. Glowingly. He's certainly been on the competition committee with him, glowingly. And now, if he makes a move with Mike McCarthy, Bill Belichick is no longer an option.
Let me ask you something. If the Cowboys had signed Belichick, does that mean his son was going to be the guaranteed head coach too?
Nah, it's two different conversations.
Head coach.
You do that in college. You can't do that in the pros. Ain't no coach waiting in the pros now, other than Jason Garrett.
I was going to say.
But I'm asking.
So that was one of the things I talked about on the Players Lounge.
Yeah.
It was like, why would you do? Heckman was like, why would you do this? I said,
take
because
care of his son.
you set up your child. I said, who right now? All of us who have all of us who have children outside of Joe, if you could take a job and set your child up with a multi-million-dollar job, you're gonna do it.
Yes, and as we know,
That's what LeBron did.
If your child would listen,
He's listening. Okay, young Steven is listening.
He's got the Patriot way. He's got the Patriot way.
From the time I worked in Cleveland, when he was a young boy, 9, 10 years old, he idolized his dad.
No doubt.
So you get that opportunity, and I believe that's a better job for him than most NFL jobs. It's kind of like when we've talked about
Steve Belichick wasn't getting the NFL job.
Steve Belichick wasn't getting no head coaching college job.
I'm talking about for Bill.
Okay.
I'm talking about Bill.
Well, there's a thought process that Bill wants to break Don Shula's record. I mean, people that know him personally and closely knows he wants that record.
And
going to college is not getting close to that record.
Record, setting up my child. Which are you going to choose?
He gonna write a check for it. I mean, the child is set up. Let's be honest. His child is not destitute.
No, but
not
the
about
money
he wants an
NFL coach.
The money.
His child is set up.
The money not
better
gonna
than
get you
most
the
child. Better than
job.
our child. His child is set up already. He's in the wheel. He's set up.
But is he getting a coaching job on his own merit? To your point, I'm not sure.
And he's still
no,
not
no,
getting one. He's still not getting one now.
In waiting, if they put it in contract.
That's
you
not
said
on
on
his
merit.
merit.
You said your statement was on merit.
Yeah.
That was just, his child is set up. Period. His dad's name Belichick.
But his child wants to be a coach. So now,
And that's why he's in. Where's he in Washington? He's a DC.
Yeah,
What
He's
is
the DC in Washington.
yeah, they were really good this year.
Fantastic. You know, the OC was Pete Carroll's kid, too.
They was really good this year. The nepotism. Hey.
But again, we're localizing it. With him out the mix, if they do make a move on Mike, who's the best option? Because you're not getting Ben Johnson.
I done told y'all Kellen Moore coming back. You can breathe heavy if you want to. I know him. Look at that. Look what he did. He ran the ball this year. Look at the Eagles. They in the championship
made him
game.
run the ball.
You could
It
make that
don't matter.
argument.
It don't matter. He's comfortable. We know him. He's grown. Dak loves him. Kellen Moore, your next head coach, dog.
You could sell that. The change that they had in Philly.
Dog.
You could
Kellen-
sell it.
Can you bring that running back with him? Because I mean that's a big part of the success. Of
When
Philly.
you draft Ashton Jeanty in
What
the
do
first
you
round,
always
then
tell
you go.
us? What do you always tell us? Why are you trying to use logic in an illogical situation?
I'm just asking.
So,
I mean, we're throwing names out there. I'm just saying.
Kellen Moore.
He
the leader in the clubhouse.
Mike Vrabel.
I mean, to your point, Troy Aikman said, what are the candidates out there who would have a better resume? Bill Belichick, than Mike McCarthy, and now that guy's gone.
And it's guys that you can get. Like Ben Johnson be fantastic. He ain't coming here.
But he's not, Do you see his criteria that he listed out? That doesn't fit Dallas.
Right. So who can you get?
Back to what you said before about how Jerry.
How about A. Lynn? You want to bring Anthony Lynn back?
Anthony Lynn is not going to be an option here.
When you spoke about Jerry and his fondness for Bill Belichick, if Jerry had all the fondness in the world, his opportunity was last year. He could have gotten Bill Belichick, but he decided not to. And this is now the second time where Jerry's had an opportunity with Bill and he's passed on it. So you can like a guy all day long, but when it came time to pull the trigger, if you wanted him, you'd have done it. We've seen other people who have we've seen this happen in sports where owners wanted a guy, they went and got him. They didn't do it.
Well, Bill Belichick ain't coming cheap either.
Okay, you either want him or you don't want him.
Well, I know, but
You want to eat at Nick and Sam's or you don't want to eat at Nick and Sam's?
just knowing Jerry, and I know people think Jerry's ruthless, but Jerry don't just fire people intermittently, and certainly he's not just going to. He's going to have a heart for Mike, and how he does it, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's right or not. And there are people who stayed on staff who were fired who never left the building around. If you talk to people around here, I mean, he just don't usher people out the door.
Nah, he give you a job.
Seriously.
You have a job.
So I hear what you're saying about his fondness. He does it, but he likes Mike too. I mean, it doesn't mean he doesn't like Mike. And he was going to give Mike a chance, although he didn't really give him a chance. They didn't give him nothing to work with coming to this last year. But he was not ready to move on from Mike. And you move to Bill, it's a whole lot of conversations.
Right. I look.
How you run the franchise, how much you paying.
That's why he wrote a 400-page
Because Bill ain't
manifesto.
coming, and part of that 400-page was pay scales. And Bill ain't coming for cheap.
So
I'm just saying that the notion that he had a chance, he didn't do it. It's more layers to it than that. It's just not as simple as that to me.
you can break it down in more context,
But
which
the-
you just did. But ultimately,
But bottom line is he did have a choice.
You had an opportunity. If you wanted to do this, it was available for you there. He decided not to do it.
He got that yacht. He can afford Bill if he want to.
If you want it.
Right. I mean, I'll say this because I was in Los Angeles after they got rid of Del Harris and made Kurt Rambis the interim, and everybody like, Bus is not paying any money. He won't even pay Jerry West. The man won't pay. And next thing we know, Phil Jackson walked in there. And then for the one availability that we had with Jerry Buss, we're like, what happened? You guys said I wasn't paying. You never heard me say that. I'm sorry. We just looked at historic. Jerry told us you don't pay. But hey, so who knows? But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So there you go. But all of this said, two times at least I thought Jason Garrett was gone and he lived. Maybe Mike McCarthy lives. You just see another player get hurt. Overshawn is out hurt. I mean, the ability to say, Jerry, you didn't give me a whole lot. There was a lot of groceries out here. I had to make goulash. It didn't taste good.
What deal does that get you? Does that get you a 2-year deal?
Well, and that's the thing about
That's a
it
good
is
question.
because I think 1 year, 2 year. I mean, I can't.
You can't sign a
three.
1-year deal.
No, you can do a 3-year, though, to pair him with Dak for the rest of their contracts.
You can make a deal anytime you want to and put out. So, I mean, you can
Yeah.
do whatever you want. I mean, it's contract. You can do whatever you want.
The thing about Mike and going forward is, yes, Jerry set him up for failure with not improving the roster. And yes, they have had a lot of injuries. But yes, play calling, boneheaded mistakes, penalties, they've been their own worst enemy at times, just like Monday, excuse me. You know, what is the defense back doing touching the ball?
Hey, he just turned around and saw it there.
That's coaching.
So you go fire Bones, Fossil? Okay.
Well, I mean, if the coach goes, the staff's gone.
Even if
Saying
the coach stayed.
you could bring the coach back and replace the special teams coach if you want.
But it's more than just. I mean, there've been bonehead plays with illegal motion. I mean, there's things.
The communication took a long time.
There's a lot of things that you can point to.
They're not a well-coached team this year.
Yeah,
they
you
do
can
not
point
give
to,
that appearance.
You can point to a lot of mistakes, you know, that go straight to the top. And who's accountable for everything on the football field? It's the head coach. So, I mean, all of that's part of the conversation.
Okay, so let's just put it this way. Let's go around the table right here, right now, at 3:11. From what you understand and know about Jerry Jones, is Mike McCarthy, according to Clarence Hill, most trusted, he coaching this team next year?
I don't think so.
Joe, is he coaching this team next year?
I don't know if Jerry wants to do another coaching search, especially trying to get an up-and-coming guy.
Yes or no?
No, yes, he's here.
Mike McCarthy's here.
No. Kellen Moore's your next head coach.
I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying I don't think so.
That's why I said yes. Is that logical?
If you don't give him an extension at 12-5, 12-5, 12-5,
Why you give them an extension at 4 and
at 7-10 or whatever they're gonna finish with? I just don't know how you can do that.
See, that's a logical point right there.
So the Cowboys.
Why are you trying to put logic in an illogical situation?
By the way, the Cowboys are a 3-point underdog against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, and as we move on, I mean, it's something we can talk about in the next segment. I mean, the Cowboys at a point going to the next 4 games, which they've never been in. Mike McCarthy's never been in it. Playing games with nothing to play for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, this team, largely young team, they've been in contention the last 3 years, okay? They don't know what it's like. And then we give them credit for competing when they still had hope, even whether you thought they had hope or not. They felt they had hope.
His first year here.
Well,
They blame that on Dak, though.
But generally,
Okay.
this team, these young guys who've been over the last 3 years, a lot of people first year not here, except but the older guys, but they have not been in a situation where they've had nothing to play for.
And so I think what happens is, and because I think Carolina beats them this week, and that's because it's not that they'll quit; they'll go out there and compete, but their focus during the week won't be as sharp. Their practice, which has already been shady this year, won't be as sharp. Their own individual preparation won't be as much because they're feeling sorry for themselves. And so when you get out on the field, it's not that you quit; it's that your preparation wasn't the norm, and it gets exposed against a team that's playing for like. Bryce is like, hey, I've had a couple good games in the last month. Let me try to finish strong. Carolina trying to finish strong, whereas the Cowboys just playing out the string.
Well, to your point, too, I mean, that locker room was, and Mike McCarthy said it was one of the most devastated, just sad locker rooms that I've ever seen was that postgame locker room. We were in the locker room earlier today. It was not a happy place still. Clearly, honestly, the depression from that game is still lingering.
It's
So
Wednesday.
to your point, I mean, that Carolina team has played really tough the last few weeks. They're fighting for something. Dave Canales has got them going. Can Mike McCarthy reinstill that fight going into this one?
And that's something Mike said after the game, is that they put a lot into this game.
Yeah, they knew what was up.
They put a lot into this game. And he said they had their best week of practice, last week. And he felt our team was coming. We got the cornerbacks back. I felt our team was together. And they put a lot into beating Cincinnati. And it was right there for them. And it got snatched by their own doing, but got snatched away. And so the energy going forward won't be the same as it was the last couple of weeks, because they felt they were believing their own stuff. They were we're gonna make a run and we're gonna finish up strong and we got it right there for them. And now nothing is saving them from the nightmare of a season that was a nightmare from the outset. The reality of that is sobering reality that nothing is going to save them from this nightmare season.
All right, when we come back, Clarence wants to go and talk about the Carolina Panthers, the fact that Cowboys are underdogs. So we'll do that next with you, Jacques Taylor, Joe Hoyt, Clarence Hill.
Is that what I want to talk about?
Yeah.
You said it.
Didn't he say it?
You said it.
Kaiser Source asked for it. Call it. We're going to do it next. I'm merely Newy Scruggs, the Media Mash on DallasCowboys.com.
That we just talked about.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. They sure make game day special, and for every purchase of the new Tyson Cowboys Nuggets this holiday season, Tyson Foods will donate $1 to the Salvation Army up to $100,000. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to Media Mash.
Media Mash, your favorite Dallas Cowboy media.
Well, I'm the only one without a baseball cap on today.
You
Did you get the memo?
You don't never wear hats, so I don't know why we having this conversation.
Jacques Taylor,
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
I wear a hat on Saturday when I'm hiking.
You don't wear a baseball hat. You're not a baseball. I've been knowing you a long time. You're not a baseball hat guy.
Okay, real quick. How many baseball caps do I have in my trunk of my car?
I don't know, but I don't
3.
see a lot of them on your head.
Huh?
3.
That's damn good.
I
I got 4.
don't see a lot of them on your head.
That's because I wear them when I go hiking on Saturday.
Okay, once a week. Okay. Again, you don't wear them a lot. This is my point.
I just asked a question.
You sound like Aaron Rodgers there. I hate when people go on ESPN and make it about themselves. On his own ESPN show that's about himself.
It'll be interesting to see where he's playing next year.
It won't be the Jets.
It will not be in New York.
I'd like to. Where would you like to see him play? I'd like to see him in Tennessee.
Oh,
Stop it.
I think Rand Carthon is going to sign up for that.
not my guy Callie. Not my guy Callahan's going to get done.
Your guy.
He was my OC in high school.
What?
Yeah, Brian Callahan was my offensive coordinator my freshman year of high
You
school.
never told me that.
Look at you breaking your own news.
I thought you just liking the guy because he was, under the Shanahan system. You like all these, young coaches that get all these great ideas.
He's not under the Shanahan system. Well, tangentially maybe. Anyways.
I'm sorry, I got us off track, bro. I apologize.
This man coached by Brian Callahan.
There you go. How often would the Bill show? Did he come around at all? Would he have time?
I think once. Yeah. Yeah, but he was a freshman OC at the time. He just got out of UCLA. So, I mean.
As Jerry Jones said a long time ago, the Shanahans, McClanahans, the
Callahans.
Lenahans, they all can coach.
Did he get you the rock?
I play defense.
He's a linebacker.
Called me an a-hole a bunch of times in practice. Though,
Okay.
So, there you go.
Because you was making plays, disrupting their stuff.
Yeah.
Big Ten champion Joe Hoyt here in the house.
You ain't got to say all that.
We planted our flag. In the
Do you
Big
know
Ten.
there's a congressman in Ohio?
That's such a baby poop move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm
just
just
the
saying.
softest
Jim Jordan?
thing ever.
No, not him.
Did you see the name of it?
Ohio, who is no?
Who wants to make flag planting a felony?
Who wants to
Did
make
you see the name of the
flag?
act? It was like the OHIO Sportsmanship Act.
Come on, man.
Snowflake.
That's the ultimate chump move, man.
Come on, y'all are better than that.
It's not y'all. It's one dude trying to get some votes, and he just it's disgusting.
A felony.
How about you win the game? Then you ain't have to worry about that.
True.
Speaking of winning games,
True.
Cowboys gonna win this weekend.
Oh.
The Cowboys are 3-point underdogs.
3 points.
Oh, it went up? Oh, wow.
Yes, ESPN has them as a 3-point underdog in Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium, where last year Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson walked on the sidelines, took over the Fox pregame show to announce that Jimmy was going to go into the Cowboys Ring of Honor on December 30th, and Jerry was still doing the press conference as kickoff happened. So then Jerry told us, remember, he said, I got to go call some plays, and made his way on up to the booth. Cowboys won the game. Panthers later on fired the coach. And so he's got a new coach, Dave Canales, who's got Bryce Young playing well, benched him, brought him back. And so here you go. A team coming off a short week, the Cowboys, devastating loss. So.
And Carolina played Philadelphia to the buzzer last week.
Should have won it. The dude dropped the pass.
Here's since November 3rd.
Look at
the Coon Eater. I mean, it when he's raccoon for Thanksgiving.
Can you say raccoon?
You on one today, boy.
Can you say raccoon?
You on one today, boy.
So since November 3rd?
So November 3rd, Carolina beat New Orleans 23-22, and Dennis Allen was relieved of his duties as the Saints head coach. Then the next week, they go and take on the Giants. They win 20-17. Then they come.
I thought I said the Giants are relieved that coach.
Nah,
Not yet.
Hanging on. I think they was waiting on Belichick, but that's not happening. So then they, in Charlotte, North Carolina, Panthers valiantly took on Kansas City, lost 30-27. Then after that, last week, I should say, December 1st, it was a overtime loss to Tampa Bay, 26-23, and they had ample opportunity to win that one, couldn't close the deal. And then last week, took on Philadelphia, they lose 22-16. So they have played good football. They are a 3-point favorite.
And they're going to win.
Cowboys lost a heartbreaker, Well, it wasn't AO's fault, according to special teams coach Bones Fossil. But touched the punt. Cincinnati gets the ball back. 40-yard touchdown pass to Jamar Chase with 1 second to go, and there's your ball game. But it wasn't his fault, according to special teams.
When you're a spare, let me rephrase that. When you're an end of the roster player,
you're on one.
And you play special teams, that's what you do. You're end of the roster player. You have to know the rules, dog. And this whole notion of I just turned around, the ball was there. Come on, stop it, man. He made a poor play trying to be the hero.
And that's what he talked about today. I think in part you can say, hey, yeah, it came up on me quick because he was turned around and then the ball had crazy spin on it. But by the time he turned around, him being an athlete, he had a decision to make. A split-second one, sure. But he had decision making. He decided, as he told us today, to go for the ball. It didn't work out. And he says, I wish I would have done it differently. Maybe I wish I wouldn't have touched it. But at the end of the day, that was the decision I made.
And it was a poor decision. And just owning your decision, don't make you cool. You don't not value because you own a poor decision.
Yeah.
No, because it was. If you know the rules, you don't even touch the ball. The ball is ours if you don't do nothing.
And we're Jess Howlett's on our show. And he's on this show as well, and he talks about being a special teams guy. And I know he said the crowd was yelling, but if you're on the field, you hear boom. You hear
he admitted to that.
You hear the block, and then you hear the tap. I mean, you hear the boot, and then you hear the tap. You hear boom, so you know it's blocked.
So you have to know the rules.
You hear the roar of the crowd too.
You hear the roar of the crowd, but you even amongst the roar of the crowd. But
boom.
The reason why the crowd's roaring.
Yeah,
it wasn't because
it was a beautiful punt.
It wasn't because a beautiful punt. It wasn't because Turpin caught the ball running back because you're still blocking.
Oh yeah, no, the timing.
And if it's up on you, I mean, let's put one and one together.
Well, he admitted today that he heard the thump, and then he just turned around and there it was.
If he heard the thump, then he knows it's blocked.
I know, and he decided, oh wait, it's coming at me. Do I try to jump out of the way or not? I'm going to go for it, which we all know is the wrong decision.
He'd have had to do that on a Zoom call because he wouldn't be here.
Peter, get out of the way.
I mean, he's not so good that I got to have him on my team. I'd be like, this is the example from here going forward. You make dumb plays around here that cost us games, you got to go. If you're a fringe guy and all you do is special teams.
So I'm glad he
Jimmy
said
Johnson
that because
doesn't coach here anymore.
Because they lied because they said he didn't hear he heard the crowd. He
and
didn't
I
hear
don't
the
like
thump.
that either. Why you got to cut
Remember,
for people,
yesterday they tried to say he only heard the crowd and he heard the thump. If you heard the thump, then
he said
the
first thing he said is, "I heard the thump."
What if you heard the thump? You know it's blocked.
And he said he didn't know. He said, "I heard the thump, but he said I didn't know what it was for yet."
What you think it's for?
Yeah,
it's a punt.
Yeah, no,
it's 100%. Only thumping for a reason.
You think somebody slapped the punt upside the head?
Well, at the end of the day, too, we've had now a few days to just talk about this, about like what his thought process was. We had Bones Fossil yesterday questioning or saying exactly what he thought it was. The bummer is, and this is why we as reporters go to ask these questions in the locker room, is he didn't want to talk, and C.J. Goodwin wouldn't let him talk either. And that's what happens when you don't have the answers right after the game. So that's why we, as just for fans out there, that's why we as reporters go to try and talk to these guys to get answers, because we've had days now to let this linger and to kind of question, how did this happen?
We didn't get no answer after the game, but you know who got an answer after the game?
That's what I'm saying.
Jerry got
You know
one.
who got an answer after the game? Jerry Jones got an answer after the game.
Yeah.
He went straight
Straight into the locker room.
Straight to the horse mouth.
Straight
Did
to the
he
bone.
know what was going on? Why did you call a fake punt? Did he know the rules? Did he know the rules for the game?
I want answers.
You can't handle the truth.
Who ordered the code red?
Did you order the gold red? You're right. Why did you call a fake punt?
You're talking about that I did, Jerry.
Here go Bones. You can't handle it.
You can't handle that, Joe.
Colonel,
It was a great play. The fake punt the block punt was a great play. That's all you can ask for. He made a play. You were looking for somebody to come up and make a play in a big game, and he made a play.
And you know what happened?
And we still lost.
After he admitted to the code red, the judge says, Colonel, guard the it says, MPs guard the Colonel. What? Am I being arrested for a crime? I did my job. I'm going back to my base. I did it. I do it again. That's these Cowboys supposed to. I did it. I do it again.
That's what we've come to, man.
And I'm glad you said. And that is, it's like the Wanye Thomas play.
I do it again.
Yeah. Wanye Thomas admitted he ran the onside kickback for a touchdown. Coaching says go down. Okay?
Yeah.
Go down. In the locker room, 30 minutes again, I do it again. That's not correct coaching. That's not correct teaching, okay?
You know what it is?
They're like the fake punt.
Okay, check this out.
Let me finish. They're like the fake punt. In your own territory. Well, the teaching says
you
call it. You activate it.
He got the look he wanted, so he activated.
It was a bad down and distance. Just like the other day, A.O. And yesterday they're talking about he just trying to make a play on the ball. That's the wrong decision.
You know?
It's not about your instincts, it's about your teaching.
It's about your discipline. It's not about, teaching is fine. But
situational.
We was all in certain, I can't speak for you. I can speak for the black folks in here. We was all at a certain point where you don't do things as a kid because you don't want to get that butt tap.
The belt,
the extension cord, the brush, the sandal, whatever hand. Hey, everybody gone to glory almost.
Schulenberg, you know
we
you
had
got
no
the
Schulenberg. No, that was extension cord. She had a switch.
Switch?
She might hit you with the broom. If she was sweeping, she might hit you with the broom.
Did you have to pick your own switch?
You had to go get your own. Don't come back with no bad switch. Bring me back a representative switch.
And if you had the wrong switch and he was your cousin,
and the people got a street guy with a water hose. But anyway, go to the story.
Yeah. So the point is, see that look at that's why I told you don't worry about
we didn't have water hoses.
You had time out.
Hey, please don't do that again. And that's the problem. Bones is all about timeout. Some guys need their butt tapped. So that when you out there, you think about it. Oh, I probably shouldn't do this, or I ain't gonna be here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And there's that's okay, son. We understand mistakes happen. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault.
There's no Coach Adrian Peterson to make sure that you understood. Stop
it. This don't
Next Cowboys head coach?
Stop it. See? You're just wrong.
I learned from you.
No, you don't.
I learned from you.
So it's too much love on this staff. It needs to be some hard.
And just like after the game, why are y'all protecting him from talking to the media? Why are you protecting?
Stand
and
up
I like them protecting, but you're teaching them about accountability and responsibility. There's nothing wrong with explaining what happened. Dak has to explain what happened when he throws interception.
Every time.
Michael Parsons has to explain what happened when he's doing whatever. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb had to explain what happened. Why the kicker has to explain what happened when he missed a kick.
That's a great point.
Why can't you explain why y'all? But he's not a rookie. He's not a precocious rookie. He's been in the league 5 or 6 years.
If Brandon Aubrey misses a field goal at the buzzer, he gonna stand in front of his locker and talk about,
I
mishit it. I did whatever. It happens.
I talked to Pat Doney yesterday, and he said how he goes up.
We got to preface this by saying it's positive, Pat Doney.
Okay.
It is positive.
But he was trying to get on him that Monday night.
So he goes up there, and CJ goes, he's not talking. And he says, excuse me, I'm talking to him.
Yes.
You know,
I like that positive.
you know, if he doesn't want to, then he can answer for himself.
Yeah.
And CJ's like, no, we're not doing this negativity. And then Jordan Lewis got in there and talked about the whole negativity thing. And so,
and then Mukwamu came in, and then Buddy Johnson.
Them last two can't say nothing.
Yeah.
And CJ can barely say something. He my boy. Jordan Lewis got a voice, but the rest of them jokers, y'all fresh.
But yeah, and I asked Mike about it. He said, "Yeah, I like my guy protecting the players, but yeah, he has to be accountable. He's going to talk. But yeah, you got to be able to."
And one of my issues.
Where's the PR staff in this endeavor? Since part of their job is make folks available.
They did today. They you know.
Tad said after yesterday that he would be made available today, but my issue has always been, when you decide as a player not to talk after critical things like that, that means other people in the room have to answer for you.
Yeah.
And number one, that's wrong. But number two, don't sit around here and make somebody answer for you talk about they were wrong. Well, no, do it. Do your job. And that is what, and I know the other portion
of being a professional.
There's people in the room who feel like, well, the only time you want to talk is something negative happens.
That's not true, because when he had a big game a couple weeks ago against Pittsburgh or whatever else, they wrote big stories about him. We talked about it.
Yeah, no, against the Giants when he had the game-sealing interception. I mean, I looked up Amani's name after the game, and the first headline I see is from Dallas Morning News saying Amani had that Mamba mentality after the game.
And we talked to him. So we talked to him when it was good.
When it was
Kobe
good.
talk.
Yeah.
If you want to have the Mamba mentality, Kobe talk. I talked to Kobe after he missed him 3 air balls. I talked to him.
Yeah.
And Kobe was like, I'll do it again. He did say that. I'll be better next time. But literally, that I do find that very hilarious. We want to talk about Mamba mentality, but we ain't doing nothing that the Mamba did.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I saw the Mamba. Saw it.
Yeah.
From the time he got there till he won the first one. These dudes ain't no Mamba mentality. Mamba took everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. He took it all. Took it all on. Let's take a break. Jock Taylor, Clarence Hill, Joe Hoyt, I'm Newy Scruggs. This is the Media Mash on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouth-watering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. They sure make game day special, and for every purchase of the new Tyson Cowboys Nuggets this holiday season, Tyson Foods will donate $1 to the Salvation Army up to $100,000. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Back to Media Mash.
Newy Scruggs with you on the Media Mash. Jock Taylor, Big Ten champion Joy Hoyt in the house. SEC runner-up, Clarence Hill Jr. in the house.
It's just nasty work.
Nasty work.
Nasty work.
How's that nasty, man? Did I lie? First year in the conference in the SEC, I didn't think they would finish runner-up.
It's not bad.
I did not think so.
It's hard to win the first year in a new conference.
Not really.
They did in the Big 12.
He's talking about they won.
I know what he's talking about.
He knows exactly.
I mean, you guys did win.
We're not
going
going
to
to do this.
You've done it before.
Can we talk about Jock trying to sell you as juicer?
No, we're talking about your hookums.
I was asking questions about the juice.
Who you guys got in Austin? Yeah. You got
Clemson, baby.
Dabo, your boy Dabo.
Clemsoning. We're gonna be Clemsoning in Houston.
It's Clint. It's Clint. You got to put the P in it. Clemson.
Clemsoning.
Clemson. Dabo and Austin.
Orange, all orange.
Two Texas quarterbacks going at it in this one.
Homecoming.
Rematch of the state title game.
Mm-hmm. And you guys got Ohio State has.
I'm very conflicted.
Indiana.
We got Tennessee, man.
Tennessee?
I'm very conflicted.
Nah, I don't know if Tennessee ready to handle that weather up there, man.
Okay.
I picked Ohio State.
I was born on the University of Tennessee campus, so I've always been a volunteer fan.
Ryan Day gonna come back, man. They gonna
I have no
apologize.
confidence in Ryan Day.
Apologize to Ryan Day. He'll be apologizing as he makes the Final Four.
Is it cold up there?
Yeah. It's about like it was. It could be bright and sunny, and it'd be 25 degrees.
No, I mean, but it ain't snowing. It's just gonna be cold. It could be 25, but it ain't gonna be inclement weather. It's just gonna be cold.
But it's Ohio. In December.
Yes.
It's gonna be cold.
We know if they plant a flag, they're gonna get a felony charge.
Law's not enacted yet. Law's not enacted yet.
Proposed.
Joe's Ducks get to take the week off and just chill, hang out, wait on folks to come to them. So, Pembroke did not make playoffs this year. So next year, a lot
you
of
got to contribute more to that NIL fund. I mean, you don't want with a new book out. You can take some of that book money, get y'all I don't know. A player.
I got two children in college. I have two children in college. I got to fund them. I fund my children here.
Okay.
All right, Cowboys at Carolina. Sunday, Bank of America Stadium. Cooper Rush is going to start. Jerry Jones is still with the Cooper Rush thing. There are fans right now who want two things. One, they want to get a higher draft pick because the Cowboys are sitting at 12. And two, there's a lot of fans who want to see Trey Lance and say, what do they have here?
Why?
Most trusted. Most trusted. What's going on? Start with you first.
I mean, that's what I was trying to get earlier. I mean, what did the Cowboys have to play for? I mean, they're not playing for the playoffs. In an unusual situation, unusual spot. Is seeing Trey Lance something you want to play for? Jerry talked the other day. They're going to start. Certainly, Cooper Rush. They're still trying to win games, important for them to win games. But, are you cutting off your nose to spite your face if you don't play for a draft pick? If you don't find out what you got in Trey Lance, who could possibly be your backup next year, or you could get something in free agency or a comp pick if he signs with somebody else and shows something. What's the goal? It's just an unusual spot for this team. What's the goal going forward? What does winning games do for you? Because most of these guys, you're talking about 30 guys who are free agents on the last year of their contract, old coaching staff. What does winning games do for you as an organization? It may do something for them, because they may be playing the way in the contract of the team. But what does it do for the Cowboys when you're so focused to win games, other than winning games?
I want to say and I know he's the number 3 overall pick and he's got a good amount of money, but I feel bad for how Trey Lance's career has transpired because he barely played high school football, goes to North Dakota State, has to sit, plays 1 year, starts there, then COVID hits. Then he comes to San Francisco where there's just kind of no plan for him. He barely gets any snaps. Now he's in Dallas.
Well, there was a plan for him.
The plan got hurt. Let me finish. The plan does not go well. Comes here. And we saw him in the preseason. That was the most
he didn't hit the lotto.
No. But I feel bad.
Making $5 million this year.
Let me finish. I feel bad for how his career transpired because I don't think he ever had a chance. And now I think we know exactly what we're supposed to know about Trey Lance. There's a reason why Cooper Rush is playing. They know what they know about Trey Lance.
Why do you think that?
Or else he would be playing.
See, that's what I think. Like, there's been I ain't heard no players.
Let's just
before
go
I
back
got
to
banned
feeling
talking
bad
about
Trey Lance.
No, I feel bad for how his career has transpired relatively to other
for a guy who didn't play in high school,
other NFL players.
Can this man
relative to other NFL players?
Relative to people in life. High school football players who started basically this a year.
Joe, don't let this.
No.
Your empathy can be your empathy.
Thank
Just
you.
because this man has no empathy, you don't need to live like him.
He plays 1 year quarterback in high school. Don't throw but 3 passes. Gets a college scholarship. He plays basically 1 year college football. If you look at all his games, played 1 year college football.
That's my point.
And he gets to be the 3rd highest pick in the draft.
Yeah, no, and my
empathy, a contract.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry.
My empathy is because it's relevance and it's context.
And he still get $5 million this year.
Would you say Trey Lance is talented?
I don't know.
You don't think there's talent there?
I don't know. Talent as well.
But what I'm saying is he was never given a good chance to turn.
I don't know he's talented. Do you know he's talented?
I think he's talented.
Based on what?
based on his arm power and his ability to run, his speed.
Wouldn't it be nice to see if you could see him play against the Carolina Panthers this weekend?
We haven't seen him play.
We saw him play in the preseason.
My thing is, he's a decent athlete. He ain't Lamar Jackson.
Did he improve?
He was pretty fast.
We saw Bryce Young improve. Did he improve? What is he showing you? Have they coached him up? I mean, I'd like to know. I'd like to know something. That's all.
They say they're quarterback gurus. They say they know how to develop a quarterback.
Can I see some rule? Since they gurus, can we see some rule on Sunday in Charlotte?
I think they've seen it. It's not for you, but the point is not for you to see if they already know.
That's what my point is, because he has never had a chance to develop, and I think by this point they already know who he is.
Wouldn't you want to put
They see them dirt balls in practice. They don't want to see him in the game.
I saw dirt balls Monday night.
Yeah, but
Cooper Rush gave
Okay, so what is Cooper Rush going to do at this point in time? You know who he is, correct?
I think
we all say we know who he is, correct?
I think after Carolina, they're going to throw up their hands. Let's go with Trey. Short week, you're not going to do it.
But why?
Short week, you're not going to do it.
It's not that short of a week.
All right, then
it's a short week.
It's not that short.
It was a night game.
It's a short week.
It's a
literally short week.
It's a short week.
Then you do the baseball thing. All right, Cooper, get on out there, and then hey Trey, get some packages, do whatever. But if this game gets away from you,
it's going to be more than one play package.
And then you got
ask the offensive coordinator.
You got Tampa at home.
Yeah.
Tampa at home after this, right?
But you've also known the potential for Trey Lance to go in there has existed
Sunday
for a while
football.
because Dak Prescott has been out. So if you
Trey
could
on Sunday Night Football,
that's something to
Don't
sell
flex him.
something to sell on Sunday night. Trey Lance.
Don't flex him.
Jerry's scheming. We're gonna give them something. He's telling me the NFL owner meeting today. Hey guys, don't flex us, okay? Sunday night we're starting Trey Lance. Get out another storyline to talk about. Y'all can talk about how he was the 3rd overall pick. You can talk about how he didn't score much in high school. You got all these storylines. Get ready. We can go back to his hometown, do these great stories. First round pick gonna start Sunday night. Book it.
You know what that reminds me of is how he goes on 105.3 The Fan before the trade deadline. He's like, "I made a deal. I got one," and we're like, "Oh, who could it be?" Jonathan Mingo for a 4th.
He's still here.
Mingo, come back tour, baby.
The revenge game.
We got to talk to Mingo this week.
Revenge game.
He wanted to show people he didn't get a chance up there.
Yeah.
He won't pop out and show somebody. Don't pop out and show him.
Yeah, man.
So here. Perfect scenario. We said here first. Trey Lance starts Sunday night.
No.
Okay.
Write it down.
Okay.
Write it down.
When is that Jerry Netflix special gonna? When's that happen?
It's in spring, I think.
This spring?
Might be Super Bowl week in spring. I think somewhere. It's not before. Clearly, not during the season.
Okay.
Still cutting tape.
Still gathering stories, talking to people, seeing who's still. Okay. I just want to know: are they ever going to get the guy who cut up his credit cards? And he always tells a story about his credit cards.
That was 100 years ago.
Dan Van Natter probably got him.
It's 100 years ago. It was a restaurant 100 years ago.
Is it true? So I want to know.
If Jerry says it's so.
Or was it one of the Bill Clinton things where, I said it and it sounds really good.
It sounds a great story.
Right. That's what I said. I just want to know. Clarence Hill, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck next week. Rooting for you.
Appreciate you. We'll talk next week. We'll talk about it next week. There will be no show tomorrow.
No show tomorrow.
I'm glad y'all told me.
Well, you're here. We're going to get a chance to tell you.
Okay.
Kaiser told you. Told you, man.
Chris was going to tell you.
El Jefe just let you know.
It's how dirty you are. Dirty.
I was about to tell you.
See, Chris was going to tell you.
Okay.
It's about the kids tomorrow.
And who told you?
I was telling the people. I was telling the public.
Exactly. Tell everybody and you.
I was telling the public. That's why you're on air.
Most trusted.
That's right. Most trusted. Kaiser Soze,
I'm like a money man.
Joe
I'm just happy to
Hoyt,
be on the roster, baby.
Jean-Jacques Taylor, Newy Scruggs, Media Mash. Goodbye.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?